35 millimeter plastics.
Now, why are you so interested in these at the moment?
I'm not, but everyone else is.
How do you know? Who told you this?
Well, what's hot right now, John? 35 millimeter plastics. What is it? We're talking about. Pay attention.
About what? Point and shoots?
John's eating like John's over there eating sugar.
Yeah, delicious sugar.
The hot thing right now is 35 millimeter plastic point and shoot cameras. And John just asked me a second ago, why? Why are these so popular? How do you know? How do you know?
Yeah.
Well, I know because of the filmphotographystore.com, because this is red hot.
Whoa.
This is called the Harman camera.
I can see that. Where'd you get them from?
Well, these, Ilford makes these.
Oh, yeah, that looks like the Ilford font, I guess.
Yeah, we get these from our good friends at Roberts Distributors.
Oh, look at that.
So this is red hot. And
That's red hat.
This has been red hot. This is called the Lomo Simple Use.
Did that come with film already in it?
Oh. And this, I investigated. This is the Kodak M35. So what's this all about? It's all about 35 millimeter plastic cameras, and the trend right now is reloadables rather than the traditional one-time use, or as we say in the States, throwaway camera.
Don't we say disposable?
Or disposable.
Nobody says throwaway.
So forever, you'd be able to run into your pharmacy, your Duane Reade, your CVS, your Rite Aid, and everyone would run in, and still do, if you believe it, in 2020, and you'd buy a one-time use Kodak.
They still sell them in CVS? Huh.
One-time use Kodak or Fuji camera. They were hugely popular, and they still are. We have the Kodak Fun Saver in the FPP online store. It's only $9.99, and it sells like hotcakes. So 35 millimeter plastic cameras are really hot right now, and this is not so much as a review, except this. This is not so much a review, but more of just an overview of because they're so popular. So let's start with what has been around, which was the Lomo Simple Use. The Lomo Simple Use, this particular one, as you see, I have a what's known as a gel, also known as a filter.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, so I have on the front of it
Got it taped on.
an 85 plastic gel taped over my lens, and that's so I can shoot tungsten film.
So you can shoot it inside?
No, I could shoot tungsten film outside.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an 85 orange filter. So, and I did a little video previously on this camera of how to load it. So, down in the comments area, down in the description area, I'll put a little link of how you could load this camera. And the loading is very similar with the other cameras as well. This comes preloaded with film.
So when you got to mail it back, or you got to open it up and take the film out?
Great question. The Lomo Simple camera, you buy it in. There's a few different varieties. You could buy it with a roll of black and white film in it, a roll of color film in it,
Yeah, sure.
a roll of Lomo Chrome Purple in it,
Uh-huh.
a roll of Lomo Chrome Metropolis in it.
Oh, the new Metropolis.
That's right. The cheapest one is $18.99. Comes preloaded with
What?
the $18.99 comes preloaded with the film.
That's pretty good, I guess, with the roll of film.
When
is
you're-
it easy to open? Does it describe?
Well,
the
here's the thing in a
directions?
nutshell, which I will probably say over and over. These cameras, they're all of them share the same daintiness. And when I say that, I mean if you have big gorilla mitts or if you're overly rough on them, they're going to break very, very easily. You have to kind of
advance them gently.
You have to just
open and close them gently.
Be very gentle with them, and
don't throw them in your bag.
No, you can throw them in your bag
with the water bottle.
That's right. Yeah,
you can throw them in your bag, but just
suntan lotion
when loading them, unloading them. So here with the simple use, it's a 31 millimeter lens, 1/120th of a second shutter speed, has a fixed f9. I always recommend 100 ISO film, and if you did a light meter reading outside, you would see, 100 ISO film is great, and because
what's the shutter speed though?
1/120th of a second.
Oh, it's
1/20th.
Those
of a
are
second.
weird numbers.
They are.
F9, 120. What the heck?
Has a flash built in, and it focuses from 1 meter to infinity.
And beyond!
Yeah. And the thing with this, and the reason I think I brought up this whole topic is, the reason I have this camera here, and it's all like open, is because someone bought this at the FPP, filmphotographystore.com, and sent me an email saying, Mike, the camera's broken.
It's busted.
It's busted, Mike.
You busted it, Mike.
I don't want another one. I just want to send it back. And the FPP has a
what's your policy?
Policy is you bought it, you own it.
Except,
I said, look, it's broken. You don't want another one? Fine. I said, I queried her. I said, all right, do you have the packaging? Do you still have the 2 rolls of film? Yada, yada. Little did I know, I got it back.
No film.
No, here's the film. It's a roll of Kentmere black and white Pan 400, which kind of is strange, I think, because all these cameras seem to be loaded with 400 film, when in fact
200,
100, 200. I don't know why they come with 400 film. Very strange. So here it is. The Harman. It's called Harman reusable camera.
That's a nice looking plastic thing.
Yeah, I love it because it's called what it is. There's no fancy name here. Harman reusable camera. And this camera, I think, is even daintier than the Lomo simple use camera. So I got it back. There was a roll of film in it, poorly loaded.
Oh, jeez.
I opened it up. I took it out, and the person who said it was broken just didn't have the patience.
Didn't have the light touch.
Didn't have the patience to understand that.
Can you feel the frustration? Like, take it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, take it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, take it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's broken.
The camera's has to be loaded right in order to trigger the shutter. The camera works just fine. It's not it'll only break if you
break it.
It'll only break if you break it. So if you treat these right, my Lomo Simple, I've had this camera for 3 years.
Wow.
And it's still going great. These things don't die easy. You just have to, not be so rough. So this camera, this one, the Harman, this is $30. Comes with 2 rolls of film. It has a built-in flash. The specs are very similar to the Lomo
Does it
Simple.
take like a AA, AAA for the flash?
Takes 1 AAA battery.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, 2 rolls of film. We sell so many of these, John. They're
That's crazy.
so popular.
Where does the name Harman come from?
Well, Harman Technologies. It's a company that I believe either Ilford bought or the other way around.
Okay.
So Ilford Harman, they're in the UK. You know, the UK.
They're father, sister, daughter, sister, brother companies or whatever.
So these are hot, like hot cakes.
Hot, like...
Hot. Most simple use. And then...
Buster Poindexter hot.
The elusive M35.
They don't make those anymore.
These are brand new. It comes in...
Oh, really?
Comes in 3 fab colors. The problem is...
Kodak puts out a camera now.
Kodak, I called Kodak. I said, what's the story? Can I get these, please? I'd like to sell these like hotcakes. I'm like, can I please sell these like hotcakes?
No!
Can I please sell out of these?
No! Well, what'd they say? Do you carry them?
They said, Mike, I think it's a licensing deal. So a company in Asia licensed the name Kodak.
Oh, okay.
And makes the Kodak M35.
So these are made somewhere overseas.
These are not available in the U.S. You can buy these on eBay.
Is that where you got that one?
I did. I bought this. John.
How much?
$35.
Hey, no film.
No film.
Oof.
And the specs are just similar. Same, junky plastic. Same, you got to handle it. You have to treat it right. Same. John, these cameras are made at the same place.
One's yellow, one's black. That's the only difference.
Now,
that's what I was going to ask you. What is the difference between those two cameras?
Oh,
or
hey,
all
wait
3
a minute.
cameras?
Look at these. Look at these.
They are pretty much, they're exactly the same. It's the same Fargan camera.
Well, the lens structure is exactly the same.
Yeah, but look at the design over the lens. It's the same camera. I told you, one's black, one's yellow. It's the only difference.
Well, listen, Harman, dear Mr. Harman, here's what you do.
What's up, Mike? What can I do for you?
Mr. Harman.
Yes.
You need to license the name Kodak and release this in the U.S.
Yes.
And it will sell like hotcakes.
Tell me more, Mr. Raso. How are you going to make me millions with plastic cameras?
So you keep this one. You keep this one black, nice, Harman. But then you come out with this one, yellow, pink, green.
Brilliant.
The same camera.
I'll buy that for £1.
The only original here is this Lomo. This is totally different.
Away with it. I don't need it.
Point and shoot cameras are the rage right now. Most people are shooting with the Olympus Stylus Epic. Mm-hmm. There's so many.
That's a pretty good one, right?
Well, yeah. Those are much better built.
What's the one I got with the telephoto lens on it?
It's Olympus Stylus Zoom.
Yeah, love that thing. It's nice.
So I just want to let everyone know that these are on fire right now.
On fire.
Well, you have to admit, John, these are great. If you're just going to go to the beach.
I'm telling you, I don't bring any other cameras except the Holgas and the, what's the one you sell? The Debonniere, and I'll bring that for sure to the beach.
Yep.
Because you don't want to worry about it. You just want to throw it because that's what happens. The sand, your hands get greasy with stuff. And
for 120 medium format, also
I want the film sweats at the beach.
Filmphotographystore.com. Yeah. The Holga is dirt cheap. The Holga 120 medium format and the Debonniere.
A great combination, Mike. The Holga and a Rollus Vima 125. Perfect together.
Holga 35 or
Holga 35.
Oh, no, Holga 35. Yes, I forgot
there was
a
Holga Vima 125.
You own a Holga 120?
I do.
You own Holga 35 millimeter?
I own Holga 35. Yes,
And 35 and Holga 120 as well, or no, just Debonniere?
Isn't the Debonniere the Holga 120?
The Debonniere is the Debonniere. The Holga is the Holga.
Oh, I think I got one somewheres.
And you get some good pictures out of the Debonniere.
Love it. I'm a lo-fi guy. There's too many people who take too many great pictures with beautiful cameras and lenses. I do good stuff with just plastic lenses. And
the most famous picture here at the FPP, taken with the FPP Debonniere, is Matt Marash with Annie Leibovitz.
We talk about this every week.
Shot by Professor Jeff.
Yeah.
it was like a charmed moment, and it's such a great picture. It looked like Matt was like at an awards ceremony, right? Where like Annie Leibovitz was his date for the night.
There's something about those cameras that just it makes everything look dreamy and surreal, and just a little bit more interesting, I think, than just a straight shot.
I would have to.
Except
agree.
my in-laws would be like, "Why is it so fuzzy? Why are there things around the corners? Why can't you just take a nice shot on your phone that's clear? I can see what the hell's going on."
So get with it, folks.
Yeah.
Get with it. Try a plastic camera. It's not going to set you back much, and if you treat them right, you'll be able to pass it along to your kids when you have them.
Oh, thanks for this crappy plastic camera, Dad. Great inheritance.
Yeah. Well, now time has come.